That's right. Oh. That was mad. Oh, shaking.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds of
Yep.
specially... I won't miss next time.
5 rounds.
Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
That's right. But what happens to you once you get there is a different story.
I'm not quite finished. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that?
That's true.
I will have a trial. Are we clear?
You need to tell me right now. We're not going anywhere until I get some answers from you.
If you want answers, you're going to have to cooperate with me. Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
Damn trains.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. Mr. Wolf, I didn't want to kill each one. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community.
Well.
I don't need to belabor the point, but just so we're clear, if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is...
I don't know. But what are you
Do
planning?
you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero?
This is about justice. I'm the sheriff. I have
Yeah.
to do what's right. 2 people were murdered.
I've killed like
And
4.
you know who did it. Georgie.
Under your orders, though, sir.
He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle.
Come on then. Fuck it.
You know, I'm actually looking forward to seeing Miss White again.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind.
Let's be amicable for now.
Hey! I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup.
Fuck it. Now what? Yeah.
You're under arrest.
That's right.
You'll
Get the
get
fuck
a
on, son.
trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Damn this fucking trains. I will find the time code for the trains and I will kind of cut them out for you. Oh, this is one hell of an episode, guys.
I know, but we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing
Are
happening?
we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity. He's back.
The Crooked Man.
God.
I might have had to kill about 10,000 people. But I got him. We got him, guys.
Are you okay? It's been hours.
Hmm.
We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
Well, you didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that...
Oh, they're all fucking here, look.
I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
I had to go full Super Saiyan, though.
About time you showed up. Throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes. What are you waiting for?
You
You murderer. You killed Lily.
She was my
Where the
sister.
fuck do you get
What
off?
about Faith?
You think you have the right to
did
just do this
everything
to
that you
people?
said.
You're a fucking crook.
You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porge who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie.
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
I already took care of George. So drop What do you mean you took care of him?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Georgie was a victim of this psycho, too. He was pushed into the whole thing and now he's dead.
He's... what?
That's it.
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
to
change anything. We'll deal with it
Oh,
later.
that one
Right
alive.
now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
who would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
How about I go ahead and kill you right now?
In
Yeah.
front of all these people.
Do I look like I give a shit?
After the rest of your crimes are read through, then you will have an opportunity to defend yourself. But only then.
If you insist.
He's so polite.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf,
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're an...
Everyone just shut up for a minute.
Yes.
You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead. We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
ground.
fucking belongs.
So
Right,
let's get
but
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You really
fuck?
want
This
to let
is
him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
Snow's on the ball today.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
You weren't being helpful. You were trying to set me up. Your people tried to kill me.
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Oh, yeah.
What's he talking
Fuck.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people. You scare terrorists.
Like me.
They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Like me.
Explain this to My employees are just that, hired help. You see, some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
You're not serious. I know what you do to people. I've seen it firsthand. What you did to Faith, the way you manipulated her. Do you really think any of those girls were free? Do you really think Faith wanted to...
Lawrence. I'm sorry that your wife came to me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my best judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes.
Down the well.
Wasn't I?
Down the well.
You're the fucking problem here, not us.
Really?
Oh shit.
Really?
Not her.
Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the
Oh
house.
fuck.
Everything that mattered, anyway.
Come out to bite me in the
Nowhere
ass.
else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. What do they do?
I burned the tree down.
They burned my tree to ashes.
What?
Burned it down. No wanted the tree destroyed, so I did it.
Yes, because she was helping Crane and Crooked Man. Would you rather that continue?
What choice did I have?
It wasn't
I'm sorry.
your fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me.
Pin it on snow.
You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you.
This is the fucking trial now.
And so does the sheriff.
What bullshit. I don't care about no one.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection.
No
one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
We didn't get you into this situation. He did.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
You're right.
That's it. Come on,
I'm
Beast.
still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town
Yeah, that's
is
what I'm saying.
over. And those girls will have their justice.
Yeah, buddy. Put it on the fucking wheel.
Very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie
murders.
was working for you. Bigby got a confession,
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke.
Use the mirror.
Especially
Oh, wait, no, you
in
can't, can you?
Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Hmm.
You won't be able to talk your way out of this, crooked man.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
I might have killed Georgie.
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. It just
Of
means...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Where are you going with this?
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder. Since
True that.
Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man.
That don't make him a murderer.
Doesn't it?
For fuck's sake. Killing someone who's trying to kill you is
They were
hardly...
there to retrieve Crane. You didn't need to escalate things.
Shut up.
It was them. And who sent those two freaks anyway?
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it
Now, where have
internally.
I heard that before? How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right. Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You
Shit.
can't be serious.
Oh shit.
That was different.
You're the one on trial here. Don't try to turn this around on us.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
Cheap
So,
shot.
You won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those 2 girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right. Oh, please. This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you. Everyone just shut the fuck up.
I mean, a certain level of privilege should be afforded to
who?
This is how it's all.
See, this is exactly to what I'm speaking.
Push it down the
We
well.
lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby? Miss White?
Ladies and gentlemen,